So Hermes agent just released the /goal feature, and this might be the single most important command of 2026. And that's because with the /goal feature, you can complete tasks that would otherwise take 10 to 20 hours. You can have it autonomously grow your business and actually make you money. It can refactor an entire code base with hundreds of lines of code in an entirely different programming language, and it can basically do anything that has a clear end objective.
The useful idea here is not Hermes, Codex, or the / command. It is the finish line. Most agent demos still look like a fancy infinite loop. Ask, act, spend tokens, repeat. Goal mode only becomes useful when the agent knows what done means, how to test progress, and when to stop. Without that, autonomy is just an expensive way to wander around a repo.
So Hermes has a proper judge that evaluates everything. It allows you to assign sub-goals, and it lets you put limitations on how many turns the loop can run for. All of these make it better than the Codex /goal. So the first thing Hermes did is they introduced an actual judge, a separate AI agent that is completely unbiased from the execution. And for the input, it sees the goal text, the last 4 kilobytes of the agent response, and the system prompt. The judge has one simple function: to review the progress and evaluate whether the execution agent is headed in the right direction and whether the task is completed.
That judge layer is the real feature. A separate model checking the goal, recent output, and progress direction is a better shape than one model grading its own homework forever. I still would not treat it as magic. The judge can miss bad assumptions. It can bless partial work, but it gives you a control surface, completion criteria, turn limits, persistence, checkpoints, rollback, and a place to steer the run before it burns the whole afternoon. Codex runtime angle is practical too. If Hermes can orchestrate while Codex handles shell commands, file edits, sandboxing, and repo work, then the agent starts looking less like a chatbot and more like a work queue. That is useful for refactors, migrations, tests, and repetitive business ops. The risk is that people hear autonomous and forget permissions. Long-running agents need narrow access, clear budgets, small checkpoints, and a plan for secrets before they touch anything real.
If you give a clear outcome, /goal will keep going. In fact, let me show you a few powerful use cases that people on Twitter have found. Starting off with this guy, Kevin, who used /goal, this time inside of Claude Code, to basically build a mirrorless camera app from Canon, which requires a paid subscription. And he basically built a clone in under 5 minutes. And again, the thing is that I want to keep going until we have the built copy of the Canon Webcam Pro application. Connect my Canon R6. So this is a clear definition of done. It knows that it needs to connect the Canon R6, use this PC as a webcam, and needs to look like a Canon Webcam Pro application. So it will, research what that looks like, the UI, the features of it, and it will keep building until it's done. You need to give it a clear outcome. If you don't do that, /goal is just a loop.
Those examples show the rule. Do not ask an agent to improve the app. Ask it to make the checkout test pass, backfill 17,000 records, create 10 qualified leads, or ship a page that meets the checklist. The more measurable the goal, the less room the agent has to cosplay productivity. I would also cap the run, log every action, and require a review before deployment. Autonomous does not mean unsupervised. My checklist is simple. First, write the end state in one sentence. Second, write the test that proves it worked. Third, list what the agent is allowed to change. Fourth, set a budget and a stop rule. Fifth, make the agent summarize what changed before you accept it. If any of those 5 are missing, I would not run a goal for 6 hours. I would fix the prompt first. My take: goal mode is one of the first agent patterns that actually makes sense for builders. Not because it replaces judgment, but because it forces judgment into the prompt. Give it a vague wish and it will loop. Give it a measurable outcome, a judge, limits, and review gates, and it can chew through boring work while you stay in control. That is the version worth copying.